Hello guys, welcome back in Goku Manhwa. Let's continue.
In the kitchen speaking with Oni. First of all, he has a dangerous charm. She corrected. It's not just charm and nothing else. His presence is deeply magnetic, the girl mutters, irritated. She recalls the nights spent around him. And besides, you would never guess what kind of past he carried. Sometimes he lingered for hours just watching the rain with me. Yet on other days he vanished for weeks as if pulled into another world. He lived between shadows, never keeping a stable rhythm. And besides, his words dripped with tenderness. Memories surged. Each moment he claimed I was special, that I was his only light. But it was a script. A well-rehearsed lie from a practiced actor. His stare felt painfully genuine. Ah, how foolish I was. If I surrendered again, I might even trade away my soul. Lastly, he mastered the hearts of women. Gentle touches and nights of fire. A wanderer with countless disguises. Back at the restaurant, Oni erupted, furious. That man is nothing but a phantom. Of course, he is a phantom. Who dared to play with our strong Uni? Uni lowered her gaze, powerless. But there was nothing he could steal from me. Oni objected. You're too soft, honey. Humans can strip even a bird of its feathers. Did you really give nothing away while together with him? Then 2001, a packet of tea, a pair of socks, a notebook, and a faded scarf I gifted. But look, see, there he is. That cursed phantom. Honey, you still need to cut him off. Understand? Are you hearing me? Can't you see this woman has already been marked? Hey, Uni sat frozen in silence. I never thought the reason you approached me was something so shallow. He isn't that reckless. She thought of Mitchell. Fix yourself a little. Try some color on your lips. She condemned herself. A woman divorced and empty-handed. Faded, unwanted, and worn woman. Beneath the rain she recalled the words carved into her that staying together wounded you more than it wounded me. It was a truth too sharp to deny. If your aim had been theft, seeing me broken like that, you surely would have disappeared long ago. In her chest, she admitted. At that thought, anger slipped away, leaving only sorrow. Memories returned. How old are you? I'm already an adult, she asked often, but he always hid behind vague diversions. What kind of work do you do? Just an ordinary job. And he always dodged clear replies. It's not what you imagine, so stop worrying. Uni whispered, staring into emptiness. More than I believed, you were skilled at hiding truths, sleeping by his side. From a certain point on, as if it belonged to someone else, there lingered for days that faint scent of smoke which faded without warning. She feels unease. Do you really wander into such acts? That ring on his hand. That actually looks striking on you, Tyre. It's a present. Thank you, Nuna. If you ever want something more, say it. I'll bring it all. Last night was unforgettable. I felt the same. But soon she warns, you cannot consume me again and throw me away. Yet she shivers at once. I could not stop picturing you repeating those kinds of things appeared in my thoughts far too quickly. Lips that always deliver the words I wish to hear. Fierce, revealing eyes. If you behave that way, how could any woman resist? Surely there will be many offering more than devotion. It's not about 2001 or some worn-out little scarf. Faded memories echo. Hey, let me see you. Those days also existed for the old Kang Mitchell. I'll be direct. You know that in Uni Jia Yang's home they have wealth, don't you? I don't know. You don't know. That's something you shouldn't dismiss. That man has countless women drawn toward him. Mitchell doesn't require it to be you. He always gathered admirers, and they still surround him. You know it. And even so, in the end, you show no shred of remorse. Keep that remembered. If it weren't for you, Mitchell's life would have flowed peacefully. You ruined him. She observes him. Ah, Grandpa, stay seated and rest. I'll handle this. But you might strain your back. He chuckles. It's not so heavy. You were a radiant youth with empty pockets. You drew people into your orbit. A man like him had no reason to pursue such paths. And now it feels he repeats the same pattern. That radiant and striking boy. With him nothing has changed. Shadowed memories resurface. It was all because of you. With a bitter tone, he says, I remain like this only because of you, highly. But there is something I never spoke to young Tang Mitchell. Do not let whispers destroy you, even if cruel and unbearable. If we walk together, we should endure somehow. But at that time, we were far too young. So instead of saying hold on to me, but don't drift away, she only clasped your weary hands and in silence dreaded you might disappear. At 34, we stood bearing scars and revealing them. Hailey had then turned into a cautious and uncertain woman. Bright recollections covered the cracks. I don't want to leave yet. This time truly, I need to speak before the chance vanishes. Hello. Is this the bookstore? Even if all collapses, let's smile and stretch life a little longer. I'd like to visit the shop. I can't pay much. It's modest and plain, but if it pleases you, you can pause by my side. Yes, please contact me without fail. She falters, remembering him. If you're doing this only for appearances, you could release it. At least now in some way I'll struggle to gather the money and build a corner where we can remain together. I'll manage it. Even if I must wear myself thin once again, she quivers. In truth, I'm uncertain. Am I scared of the shame of being this woman? Or perhaps what gnaws at me is knowing that where I am absent, you win another's heart with your gestures. Let's go to Tayao in a clothing shop. We use only fabrics of the finest weaving. Their texture stands out from the very first touch. When you notice them, they're elegant strikes, and because they are timeless, they never lose appeal. Do you perhaps recall the shoe size of the person you want to surprise? Let's slip into one of his memories. The two wander together in a gallery. He brushes her arm until she finally speaks. You're tickling me. Hold still. He laughs with delight, savoring those moments. He lifts a pair of shoes and imagines they're shaped like Hal's feet. Please craft the same style in the same shade of blue. This size fits perfectly. The one receiving them will be overjoyed. We'll make sure it's flawless. Jay watches. My employer has picked up a new fascination. Now something unusual rested on his shelf. It looked misplaced there. Shoebox upon shoebox. Here we go again. And how long has it been since I said he was a modest man? Now he drifts into luxury. Spend only what you can afford. If his fortune is hidden and he cannot even give away these pairs, why does he keep collecting like this? He recalls him once saying, "Do you understand? The tie between family and home is heavier than we realize." It seems that phrase lingered within. Now that I notice they're all matching shoes. I think I misjudged everything. I don't know. Damn it. Best to act as if I noticed nothing. Now we move to Ari, who looks a little pale. Already in her bed, Mitchell clings to her tightly. Wait. Turn to me. I want to see your face. Say something. I need more than this. Yet he stays wordless. Why recently? Have you started guarding yourself again? What are you implying? Of course, I must. A few nights ago, we did it without thinking. I assumed you had chosen. What choice? That was only a slip. A slip? Do you always slip? We didn't even use one in the park either. Dad, naturally. But he halts there. Enough. Why do you cut off halfway? What do you mean by naturally? Speak clearly. We step into a clinic. Welcome. Are you searching for anything specific? Hand me a test kit, please. Ari requested a little nervously. Mitchell might soon have a child. But at least our Hailey now stands firm. Well, friends, it's just about waiting until the coming week. Tomorrow, I'll unveil this entire piece for you all. Until then.